Hey guys, how's it going? This is Scrib again, and I've decided that since I already have an Aviansies guide on the RuneScape Forums, I'm gonna go ahead and make one on here too. So let's get this thing going. The basic parts you need to know about Aviansies is there's two different methods to it. There's the prayer guide and the tank guide. Now I'm gonna show you the basic equipment for both methods, and then I'm going to start off my next Aviansies trip. I only use the tank method. It's mainly recommended for people with 75 or more prayer, or not prayer but defense, and the prayer method is for people who have low defense and they have to have at least 40 prayer, I believe. Yeah, 40. And yeah, the more prayer the better, more or less. You also are recommended to have at least 70 range, and you have to have either 60 strength or 60 agility to get into God Wars. Okay, so let's look at my basic inventory as far as equipment goes first. Now this is for the prayer method mainly. Okay, mainly what you want to focus on is items that will increase your prayer levels the most. Now, I have no idea why, but yeah, anyway, stupid moment. Okay, this set right here is for the prayer. Now, I've always heard, there's a bunch of different things, all that. Now, all this stuff here is just the basics. Neat's helm, Ava's accumulator, Armadillo pendant, all that. Monk robes, okay? This is basically the cheap set, if you're wanting to do it. There is two items that I personally recommend over the Helm of Needs, or whatever the hell you want to call it, and the Armadillo pendant. There are two items I feel are better, but they cost more, which would be the Armadillo helm and the Saradomin stole. Personally, the stole is kind of optional, since I believe monk robes count as a Saradomin item. You can replace that with a Fury if you want, but the stole honestly gives plus 10 prayer, so I feel it's worth it. But that's your basic things for the Saradomin, or for your prayer equipment. Now, if I can get this to work right, I'll show you the inventory. Alright, here's the basics for my inventory. Enchanted Excalibur, the main reason is it's like a free shark if you need it, and a free super defense pot. With the prayer method, you shouldn't really need it, to be honest. You can probably just put another range potion or prayer potion to stay longer, but it's just a habit I have when I have it. Then we have some nature runes and fire runes, which the only reason you'll need those is for high alching stuff using the prayer method anyway. The Mystic Mud Staff you won't even need, because you won't be using Bones to Peaches, so you can replace those with more prayer pots if you want. Ranging Potion, some tuna potatoes in case you forget to get your prayer up in time, or you run out in the middle of a battle or something. Some prayer potions, all of them 4 dose. The steel arrows are just kind of there from your accumulator. You can go ahead and drop them. And then law runes for your teleport to Trollheim, and they'll go away as soon as you cast it. In all honesty, so to recap, you can, in all honesty, get rid of the enhanced Excalibur and the Mystic Mud Staff. You can get rid of both of those and put in more prayer potions, and then these two you can get rid of and add in 2 more prayer potions. The main thing to remember is have 2 inventory items open when you get there, so you can put in your adamant bars and to quench some stuff you high alch. Now then, let me go to the bank and we'll get set up for the tank method. Alright guys, I'm back and I've got my tank items on, so let's go ahead and just show what we have. Now, before I get started, I should say real quick that this particular equipment set is for people that have a large amount of money and are willing to use it. Okay, and personally I don't recommend Barrow's items for Aviansies, but at the moment I'm a little scrapped for cash because I'm working on getting 99 crafting, and that's put a dent in my money, so I couldn't get my Bandos Tacits, so I put on Tuareg legs instead, which only give one less range bonus and cost, you know, like 12.6 million less or some crap. Anyway, let's go ahead and cover these items. We've got, first of all, the Armadillo Helm. That'll be your Armadillo item, which then will allow you to use your Fury, which I personally love. Broad bolts, I highly recommend them over Myth bolts, over Emerald bolts, over Adamant bolts, any of them, because in all honesty, they hit like Adamant bolts and cost the same as Mithril bolts, so I mean, you can't even lose. Rune Crossbow, your Ceradon and Dragonhide body, that's your Ceradon item. Zamorak Kite Shield, if you can think of a better Zamorak item, excluding Zamorak Bracers, because in all honesty they don't work, as well as my Barrow Gloves, which I'll cover here in a minute. I'll explain that one. Barrow Gloves, Snakeskin Boots, because I don't really see the point in wasting 5 million or some shit on Ranger Boots for like 2 points more range or something. And then the Explorer Ring 3, which I use for a free teleport, which saves me from having to use the home port or whatever. Okay, anyway, back to the Zamorak item thing. If you can find a Zamorak item that you feel fits you better, or you want to put a Zamorak Dragonhide body on or whatever, and you don't want to use the God Kite Shield, you can get that God, or if you can find another of that God's items, you can switch out the Kite Shield for a Granite Shield. It gives, I believe, 19 more range defense, but you lose 6 range attack. So, I mean, that's a personal choice. I wanted to do it, but I couldn't really think of anything that would be suitable enough for my set. Now, if they made a pair of boots that were God-oriented, then outside of Bandos boots, of course, if they made a God set of boots, I would personally do those. Well, hell, I got a friend PMing me. Hell with them. I'll handle it here in just a second. Anyway, yeah, to the inventory now. Alright, here's the inventory for the tank items. I'm going to have to cover this quickly, though, to keep it inside the 10-minute time frame. So let's just get started. Enhanced Excalibur is going to be your main thing. The special of it is like a super defense dose and a shark that was spread over 25 seconds. So you've got your nature runes and fire runes for high alching of Bones to Peaches. You've got your Mystic Mud Staff for Bones to Peaches spell. If you don't use the spell and you decide to use the tablets instead, then that staff will be replaced with the tablets. You've got your ranging potions, pineapple pizzas, which are there just for your basic starting with food. Once you get down to 4 pizzas, you'll want to replace or to start picking up bones. Your law runes, that's just to teleport you to Trollheim, and steel arrows. Now, if you're going to go into the Eyrie itself and not the main area, then you'll want to replace the steel arrows with a mithril grappling hook. Anyway, from here on there'll be a link showing that will direct you to the next part of this video, which will contain mainly killing the Aviansies, getting to God Wars, etc., etc. Anyway, so join me then, and thanks for watching, guys. Later.